He said, what sign was it that you know was the first house? Because remember I said in there now to two for the past 6 months they've been looking for houses. Well, she said, when I asked God for a sign, here was a big, huge plane came over. It was loud. It shook the house. She said, did you feel that? He said, oh yeah, but I didn't pay no attention to it because this house, maybe they don't happen all the time. But little did he know, and she didn't know either, there was an actual airport right there nearby the house. But she said as soon as she asked that, it was heard a loud noise. So she had to take the first house because God gave her a sign. She believed that. Amen? Now, wouldn't it be great if every time that we had to make a decision, whether it was to choose a job, whether it was to switch jobs, whether it was to decide to even get married, or whether it was a big decision, every time we asked God, He gave us a sign? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if we had that type of relationship? Amen? How many of you know and believe that you do have that type of relationship? I believe it to be true. Amen? But for this case in point, God gave her a sign right then and there. Amen? And you know, and the thing is, I realized all week, I've been asking God, give me a sign. Hey, give me a sign where I messed up. Show me what, if I'm wrong, give me a sign. And God done that. God, if this is for you to do, okay? When I'm driving down the road, I'm about to make a big decision. Give me a sign, right in the sky. Maybe it didn't happen then and there, but it plays itself out to God will give you a sign. If you believe that, you should be shouting right now. You should be saying, you know what? God has done that. Amen. And guess what? He's going to continue to keep doing it. Okay? Okay? See, it brings me to a story in the Bible that I'm going to get to here. Okay? But just wouldn't it be awesome every time, Rosa and Ray, every time you make a decision, God has your best interest at hand. He gives you an answer. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great, Tim? Wouldn't that be great? All right? Every time you're faced with a decision, you would have what we call a heavenly teleprompter. That's where, you know, if you work, I know you do cable or whatever, and, you know, I guess you work cable company, right? And guess what? Every time there's someone who needs to talk to you, you'll tell them, hey, you need to do this and this and this, right? Right? Am I correct? That's how it works, right? You got to let them know what lines up, what to do, in case your cable ain't working or whatever the case may be, right? Okay? Wouldn't it be great every time you look up in the sky and you see God give you a message? Maybe He give you a sign to let you know what to do. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
This is a story we're going to talk about today. You may know the story, but I'm going to talk about it, okay? All right? Because it's here to help us, okay? So we had a subject line today. The subject line would be this. When God leads the way, not you. Okay? That's the subject line. When God leads the way, not you. This is important because you don't want you to lead the way. You say, I believe in God. I want to make sure that my steps are ordered by God. And why do we want our steps to be ordered by God? God says that when your steps are ordered by God, you're good. You're a good man. The good man steps are ordered by God. The bad man's steps are ordered by himself. Amen? Amen? So we don't want to fall out of God's will. See, there's a story here we get to. If you look at Deuteronomy 33, we'll start at verse 1. I'm going to read. Amen? So you ready? You ready to go on the roller coaster ride? Let's get it in. Let's go. All right, here we go. My page turned automatically there. I guess God said, let's read this. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. First of all, we're talking about Moses here, okay? Moses, if you know anything about Moses, Moses had a relationship with God like no one else. Moses was leading the Israelites out of Egypt, okay? Exodus, you know what Exodus means? Exodus means to exit, okay? All right? I'm just give you a little bit of background if you don't know about Moses, just little things. Okay? Start at verse 1, start at chapter 33. Then the Lord said to Moses, depart and go up from here, you and the people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt, to the land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, to your descendants I will give it, and I will send my angel before you. Okay? And I will drive out the Canaanite and the Amorite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Okay, go up to a land flowing with milk and honey. For I will not go up in your midst, lest I consume you on the way. For you are a stiff neck. This is. If you're wondering where we at, it is Exodus 33. Okay. Starting chapter 1.
Said Deuteronomy 33. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Exodus 33. My bad, y'all. Y'all wondering like, where's he at? I get so excited. Y'all looking like, he in Deuteronomy, what he mean? All right? I'm starting back over again, okay? It's all good. Exodus 33. Y'all all there? The brothers just laughing. Everybody looking up. I saw eyes looking up. Everybody like, what is he talking about? Where is he at? Okay, Exodus 33. Then the Lord said to Moses, depart and go up from here, you and the people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt, to the land which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying to your descendants, I will give it, and I will send my angel before you, and I will drive out the Canaanite, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Go up to a land flowing with milk and honey. And that land is talking about there is Canaan. Okay, Canaan. That's the land that's like a heavenly place, okay? For I will not go up in your midst, lest I consume you on the way. For you are a stiff-necked people. What that is saying there, you are hard-headed. The Israelites are not listening to God. They don't believe that he is doing what he is doing by leading them through Moses. Okay? So he's saying you're stiff-necked. I need you to look this way. Don't look back behind you. Because I'm taking you to a place where you should be. But you got to follow the orders of my boy Moses. Okay? This is what's happening here. And when the people heard this bad news, they mourned. And no one put out his ornaments. Now what that is saying there, when it says no one put out their ornaments, they didn't give any praise, they didn't do anything. They was basically like, you know what, this is it. This is it. I can't give you the best of what I have to give you, God, because I don't believe what's about to happen. Okay? All right, here we go. For the Lord has said to Moses, say to the children of Israel, you are a stiff-necked people. Now catch this now. Moses is a man of God. You know, there's some things that God tells me to say to people to get them on track. You may say, well, you're talking about me. No, he's telling them, tell them what they are so they can recognize who I am. Let me keep going here. This gets better. Okay? All right? I could come up into your midst in one moment and consume you. Listen, God is saying, look, Moses, I want you to tell them that they are stiff-necked people, but also let them know if they don't listen, there is consequences. Okay? I have just enough power enough to love you if you only listen to me. And this is how he is with us. Have enough power to love you, but if you don't listen, you're going to be consumed. And anytime you see consume in the Bible, it's fire related. Okay? You're done. Okay? Now that means he can send you to hell, or God can just let you drop dead. Okay? All right? Here we go. Now therefore take off your ornaments, that I may know what to do to you. Listen to this. He's saying, look, break off everything that you thought that it was, that you believe basically with me. Now I looked this up. That you believe, okay, for yourself's sake, let me have you. Okay? All right? Okay? Let me have you. Okay? Don't come with your own agenda. Let's let it go all the way down to the bare bones here. Okay? Let you come to me. Tell the people, look, listen, take off your ornaments. Take off everything that you thought that was not, that I am not, I am. Okay? All right, here we go. All right? That I may know what to do to you. So the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by Mount Horeb. They had to come out of their stuff. Okay? Because they got a lot of stuff on them. Now the stripping process ain't just the clothes, guys. There's also some things they're dealing with in their minds and in their bodies. Okay? This is pretty deep. Okay? Because see, what I see here is God is not about to use someone who got a lot of their old ways. Okay? All right? Okay? Here we go. Moses meets with the Lord. And this is the meat and potatoes. If you don't understand everything else so far, make sure you get this part. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to help you understand. Moses meets with the Lord. Here we go. Moses took his tent and pitched it outside the camp, far from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of meeting. Okay? What this is doing here, what Moses is doing, I'll explain this to you. He took his tent outside of the camp so he can have communion with God. He can't be in the midst of the people because he has to separate himself from God because see, he is called by God. Okay? All right? I'm explaining this to you. Okay? And it came to pass that everyone who sought the Lord went out to the tabernacle of meeting, which was outside the camp. So it was whenever Moses went out to the tabernacle, that all the people rose and each man stood at his tent door and watched Moses until he had gone into the tabernacle. Now listen to this. They couldn't come close to God. Moses could. They couldn't come close to him. All they could do is worship God from far away. Moses could go to God. Catch this now. Catch this. This is important. Moses could go to God. Moses had to separate himself, okay, so he can get instructions from God. The tabernacle was a place where it was God's presence. He had a tent. He set up a tabernacle. Okay, he did what God told him to do. Okay, he said, okay, I'm here with the people. Why? Look, I can't be with the people. I got to go where I can see God. And see, we have to get to that point to where, you know what? No matter what, we can't wait on Tammy. We can't wait on Rose. We can't wait on me. We have to get to a point where we can say, you know what? I want you to lead me. And if it means I have to lose someone on the way, I shouldn't mind doing it for you, God. I shouldn't mind going to set up my shop over here for a moment. I'll be back with you. But I need to go and hear from God. And see, sometimes when they say, you ever heard the word sabbatical, where you got to go? And then see, when Jesus went up and he left the disciples to pray on the mountain,